Hi friends, welcome you all on 6th International Yoga Day. Let's celebrate this day virtually due to COVID-19 restrictions. Recognizing the importance of yoga in helping people deal with increased depression, anxiety, and fear due to COVID-19 pandemic. I'll discuss in brief yoga for health, yoga at home on the occasion of the International Yoga Day. There is a growing trend of people all over the world embracing yoga to fight social isolation and depression during this pandemic. Yoga can also play a significant role in the psychosocial care and rehabilitation of COVID-19 patients in quarantine and isolation. Well, here I am demonstrating and showing you a demonstration of yoga exercises that will help people at large to get relief from these problems. I am thankful to Alka for providing technical demonstration. Now let's see some techniques of breathing exercises known as pranayam. First one is Bhastrika. This yoga breathing pranayam is known as breathe of fire. In these asana, both inhalation and exhalation are forced as shown in the demonstration. Bhastrika comprises of exhaling and inhaling in order to provide complete oxygenation to our body. This asana gives strength to lungs, helps in allergies, respiratory diseases, improves immune system and helps in mental well-being. Now let's see the demonstration of the second pranayam, that is Kapalbharti pranayam. This asana is a breathing technique which helps in improvement of respiratory system functioning and mental well-being. Third one, Anulom and Vilom pranayam. It's a breathing exercise which is very easy to do and is very effective too. It helps in cases of stress, strain and depression. It even improves the functioning of lungs. Fourth one is Nadi Shodhan pranayam. This is also known as alternate nostril breathing. This is Next of Anulom and Vilom Pranayam. Nadis, as per Ayurveda, are the subtle energy channels in our body which tend to get blocked because of unhealthy lifestyle, stress and physical trauma, and Sodhan means cleaning and unblocking of these nadis. This asana helps any individual to release tension, stress, and contributes in keeping the mind calmer. Fifth one you can see in the demonstration is Bhramari Pranayama. It's a breathing technique which is effective instantly in calming down the agitated mind. It is one of the best breathing exercises to free the mind from frustration, agitation or anxiety and get rid of anger, and to a greater extent it can be practiced anywhere, at work, at home. It's an instant option to de-stress yourself. Savasana. This is like a sleeping position which helps in providing total relaxation to the mind and body. It improves concentration, treats insomnia, improves mental health and relaxes muscles. Now I will describe the asanas to boost immune system, which is very much required to fight any infections, particularly COVID-19 in this time. Here you see the demonstration which is of forward bending and back bending. Inverted postures and forward bends bring blood flow to the sinuses, which can help to ease congestions. Sinuses and our mucous membranes are our first line defense against infection. So keeping sinuses healthy can boost our immune system functions. Dear friends, yoga increases body awareness. Both these asanas, it relieves stresses, reduces muscle tensions, strain and inflammation. It also sharpens attention and concentration and calms the nervous system. Yoga's positive benefit on mental health have made it an important practice tool of psychotherapy. Yoga helps to lower stress hormones that compromise the immune system, while also conditions in lungs and respiratory tract, stimulating the lymphatic system to remove toxins from the body and bringing oxygenated blood to various organs to ensure their optimal functioning. Now the third asana is hip opening. In addition to the benefit of improved range of motion and circulation and decreased back pain, opening of the hip, as it is shown in this, demonstrated in this asana, It can create an energetic shift or release as well. Yogic traditions holds the hips as a storage ground for negative feelings and pent up emotions, especially ones related to our life events. Benefits of yoga in the treatment of psychiatric conditions have been corroborated by several positive physiological effects. Reduction in cortisol, increase in neurotrophic factors, that is BDNF, plasma oxytocin, heart rate variability, amplitude of congestion, and brain gray matter volume. All these alteration is done by several practices of yoga, pranayam and asanas. Well, to inform you, my dear friends, Alka started this to overcome her own anxiety, panic and intrusive thoughts. She was given medicine and CBT. During recovery phase, she started practicing yoga. Over a period of time, she mastered it and won international titles in yoga in India and abroad. But my dear friends, you all need not to be expert like her to overcome stress and strain. Some simple breathing exercises and simple asanas are required to keep your mental state happy and healthy. Well, lastly, I want to clarify that yoga cannot replace pharmacotherapy, that is medicines required for mental illness like depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorders and even severe mental disorders. The role of medicines and psychotherapy: when mental health problems are moderate or severe, can not be replaced simply by yoga. But it's a very important adjunct to the treatment and it is helpful to preventing the relapse of psychiatric illnesses. We at Samvedana have regular yoga training and we also conduct the research. I congratulate the persons like Alka and hundreds of others for participating actively in all our programs and particularly virtually in this session on this Yoga International Day. My dear friends, I am sure that it will be helpful to you to overcome stress and strain, anxiety and fear, depression and post-traumatic stress disorder in this difficult time of COVID-19. Thank you and Jai Hind.